Hello everyone, today we have a lot of news to talk about. Mr. Intuitive has tweeted out, never forget. Guys, this tweet was from Pomp all the way back in 2017. If you think Bitcoin went on a tear once CNBC and institutional investors learned about it, just wait till they discover Ripple XRP, right? But now, these certain people supposedly hates XRP. So that seems a little weird to say the least, doesn't it guys? This is how we know. When XRP basically gets clarity, right, that's what we are waiting for the Ripple SEC lawsuit case shenanigans show to conclude and be done and over with. When XRP finally gets clarity, all the capital from these institutional investors and hedge funds and basically everyone that's in the know, or doesn't really need to be in the know, they just seen Ripple winning the case, right? Will flow their capital into XRP, the digital asset XRP, like a tsunami. Why? Because now it's a safe haven asset as well, which correlates with the price where going nowhere but up. And we know it's a real tweet, as we see right there, guys. So pretty crazy stuff. If we do go here from Hammertoe, if you ever doubted the concerted fight against XRP is not scripted. Look at this. Centralized and governed by a few authorities, right? Multiple times, as we see. This is possibly a FUD campaign. But why would they want to do that? Isn't that crazy? Again, guys, be aware of whoever hates XRP because they're probably following some sort of agenda, to say the least. Now, let's talk about the Ripple case right here. XRP lawsuit Ripple case direction now to be determined by speech of former SEC official. There we go, guys, right? So basically all comes down to the speech. The Ripple lawsuit could all come down to the speech made by the former SEC official William Bill Hinman 4 years ago. Federal Judge Sarah Nebern held an in-person conference call on Tuesday to discuss the release of the Hinman documents, which Ripple claims are required to prove it did nothing wrong and that the SEC is picking winners and losers in the nascent crypto space. Wow, guys. So these documents will basically expose the SEC. And that's why they'll probably settle here very shortly, guys. Ripple officials believe the documents that the SEC is looking to keep confidential will reveal disagreements among the agency's top officials about labeling XRP security, undermining the SEC's position. That speech was very legal. Judge Nebern interrupted to be sure she heard the sentence properly and then went on to ask, so he wasn't asking for legal advice to educate himself on legal standards, but to be sure he wasn't inconsistent, right? If you do go down here, Nebern then reminded the SEC that Hinman's speech was his personal views and not the views of the SEC. Do you stand by that statement today? She asked. The SEC did not answer Judge Nebern's question in its reply, but said that even if it were his personal view, he still sought legal counsel about the legal issues he encountered in that speech. So basically, we see the SEC falling apart, right? They're about to get exposed. I mean, they have already been. A lot of lies, a lot of corruption at the end of the day. Ripple has tweeted out, on-demand liquidity is coming to Lithuania, as we see right here, right? But there's a connection right here.
Bank of Lithuania, LB coin. So this is the world's first central bank digital collectible coin. And the reason why I think this is important, because obviously Lithuania is part of the Eurozone. So Lithuania can't do a digital euro. They can't do that. But what they did, they tried this commemorative coin back in 2020, where you went on, you bought a number of tokens, and then you transferred that into a physical silver coin, which has a value of 1918, which is part of the history. And I think this was an amazing experiment for a small country in Europe to test out how the people interact with a digital currency issued by the bank. So obviously it's not really a central bank currency, because you can't go and do too many things. But I've argued many a time to say it is a central bank digital currency because it's issued by the central bank and it's a digital currency. And you can pay for things if you wanted to with the silver. So it's pedantics around it, but I think it's an important use case. What I didn't say on this one is we're working with the bank for phase 2 of this to see what that looks like. So we're still in discussion of what that looks like, whether it's another digital coin, whether it's a mixed digital coin where it's something to be used like a CBDC, like a digital type euro. There we go.
Look at that, guys. Ripple Partner Solution. Right? It's all about stepping into this new digital era, the new digital age. Why? Before coins to suit out, reminder. Federal Reserve Task Force, Ripple improves speed and transparency of global payments. This was in 2017. They were building and building since years. XRP the standard. Again, look at this right here. Today, after 2 years of work, the Federal Reserve released its Faster Payments Task Force's action plan for bringing faster payments to the United States, highlighting Ripple's ability to underpin the next generation of cross-border payments. Wow, guys, look at that. The next generation of cross-border payments, Ripple's ability. Again, we know the end goal. We know the end game, guys. Set up in 2015 after the Fed recognized the need to spur improvements in payments, the task force brought together a diverse group of 320 stakeholders, including banks, regulators, end users, and technology companies to create a roadmap for modernizing the U.S. payments infrastructure, right? The old system needs to go away. The new system is literally upcoming faster and faster and faster, right? There's a reason why those certain events are taking place for the past few years, right? In recent years, there's been a lot of weird events, right? Why? To ramp up, to speed up, to accelerate the upcoming, right? To bring in that new financial system, basically, in my humble opinion. Now, Fed Faster Payments Task Force gives Ripple vote of confidence for next generation of global payments. Wow. Ripple played a leading role in establishing this future vision for payments. Now, how don't people see what's written here, guys? Mind-blowing stuff. One of the task force first achievements was to establish a set of effective criteria for faster payments. This served as a long-term target for new solutions, defining the capabilities needed to meet the market demands of 2020 and beyond. This framework includes 6 categories: speed, efficiency, safety and security, legal, governance, and ubiquity, with over 100 detailed benchmarks for each, right? True to being a future vision. Framework calls for improved cross-border infrastructure. There needs to be the improvement, guys. Always. It says it right here. Currently, sending money abroad from the US takes 2 to 4 days with little transparency into cost, status, and delivery time, right? Ripple stands out for speed and transparency of payments. There we go. Come on, guys. It's basically all right here. Never forget that the US is intertwined with Ripple and XRP. We know this, guys. Stefan and Sweeto, interesting what happened to the SBI Holdings share price 2 hours after the SEC Ripple hearing, immediately after the market opened in Japan. Look, that exploded basically, right? It jumped in price upwards. SBI has a lot of XRP. International support is a massive part of our global bridging currency XRP. There we go, right? XRP goes where? All around the world. We talked about this, guys. Watch your guru tweet out. Just in, Tether CTO says creating UST on top of Luna was a recipe for disaster. Now, guys, if Tether is basically stating this, they know what's up next. Probably Binance and then Tether, guys. Be aware, right? BUSD and then USDT. Now, last but not least, XAction suit out. Ripple is crushing the SEC. Jet is soon out of XRP. Crypto regulations are coming. ODL is ramping up. Ripple is hiring like no tomorrow. Multiple CBDCs. Liquidity hub expanding. HODL your diamonds, XRP. There we go, guys. Basically, we see what's happening. All these events are literally taking place right before our faces, right? But most still can't see, which is pretty crazy. But anyways, that's hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys please leave a like, subscribe to everyone. Hasten it, guys. See ya.